What up, boys and girls? Today I'm going to show you how to use the camera limiters in CoinKiller for, hacking New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. Alright, you got these camera limiters. You got horizontal and vertical. Alright, now here's your vertical limit right, vertical limit left. These are to limit it vertically, obviously, but they go on the right and left. And you can make the camera stay below or stay above. Now when you do this for one, you gotta do it for the other. See, they're a pair, the right and left. The same goes for the bottom and top. Yeah. I mean the horizontal limit to limit horizontally. Anyway, what you want to do, make sure you have them in sequence. Like this. This one is the bottom, so put it on bottom. This one's on top, put it on top. This one's right, you put it on the right. This one's left, you put it on the left. All right, but within them, you want to make sure they're both the same, whether they're below or above or right, left, whatever. Now, so how do I know about the widths, or how far, because there's a problem. See, if you have, okay, when you first make a zone, this is as small as the zone or resize is the full size of your 3DS screen. Okay, so everything's going to be on one screen if it's within these parameters. Now if you make it longer or taller, you got to count for how many screens you got or whatever. What you do is you make another one, and then you just kind of use that as a guide. Like, okay, I want my camera limits to stop here, that way the screen doesn't scroll past until I reach a certain point where I want Mario to get through, or whatever. But you got to keep it within those bounds. Now if you have it like too more, less than the default screen, you're going to cause some kind of like zooming issues, and it's just going to be all fucked up. Now you don't want that. You want to keep it within like the bounds. And same thing, with vertical. You want your shit to be like this. You don't want it too close. You can have it a little further, but then you'll be able to scroll a little bit until it hits there. But anyway, now the Permeable, it allows you to go through it. Like, it's a camera limiter, but it's not like bounded entirely. Like, it's different though with the horizontal one. It is, you can't go beyond the screen. But if it's even if it's Permeable, you cannot go like beyond it, like going from left to right. But you can go like around it and then come right to left. But once you go back, crosses it, the camera locks in place and you can't go back to the right. And if it stays to the right, I think it's just gonna I haven't done that one before, but I think it's just going to camera shift to the right. Or you might be able to pass through it from the left, but you won't be able to go back, so it might be like the opposite. Now with vertical, the Permeable, you can pass through it, you can pass, the camera will lock. But once you fall through, the camera won't scroll until like after you pass the line. So doing a ground pound might cause you to die, even if there's ground below there, because you'll go beyond the camera limits before the camera has time to scroll all the way down. And then same thing when passing up, keep it below, keep it above. I mean, you want to make sure you have them like checked to whatever. And that should be a radio button, not check boxes. But anyway, yeah. Let's look at an example. Yeah, fucking glitch. I got Mario coming through the blue pipe. Makes his way around here. He goes through here. He can wall jump up here, and see, he can pass through these cameras. Well, see, look, each of these 4 quadrants is the size of a default script. That way I'm keeping my, you know, camera boundaries like legit. Alright, now these two, or no, yeah, these keep the camera to the left. But if I didn't have them permeable and I was over here, as soon as I come up over here, and you know, the camera will automatically shift to the left and Mario would die because it get crushed by the pipe and the camera. But I make them permeable so I can go on this side, but it keeps, you know, with these cameras it keeps it to the left, so this is just the only screen you see. But when you're over here, these keep it to the right, so this is the only screen you see. But in between I have like a hole, because you cannot pass even between permeables. Well, you can from right to left, just not left to right. So anyway, he passes through, he falls through. You see, I don't have the cameras here because I just want to fall straight through and I don't want the camera to have some trouble scrolling. But he can wall jump up here, and then once he gets past this line, the camera will scroll up, and then he can get through here. And same thing, he jumps over here, and the camera doesn't scroll because he's still behind these lines until he gets down here, and then the camera scrolls because there's no limit right there where Mario is. It's really based on the X and Y of Mario. Like if he's lined up with the camera or not, like the camera limiters, if he's within the bounds, that camera will, you know, stay within bounds until he reaches down below to where he's not lining up with the camera bounds on that X-axis. It will scroll. And that's can be a problem sometimes. I mean, it's really tricky. You know, you got to really, you know, work the magic with this. So yeah, then he comes through here and hits that, and it breaks this. He goes up here, wall jumps, he gets over here, he gets this, and then he drops down through here. Now I just thought of something though, you know, since I can't pass through the left with these, you know, I might make something that's like, So, I mean, I think if it's the same way backwards and forwards, I might be able just to do like this. That way he can pass through from left to right, but he can't go right to left. But, you know, that way not causing this section to scroll once he gets up here. Hopefully this made sense. Hopefully this helped you with the camera limiters on the CoinKiller. If you liked this video and if it helped you at all, if you understood my shitty, crazy, like, way of, like, teaching this or whatever, just, you know, drop me a like. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. And, yeah, I'll see you later. Peace.